Hey yogi, welcome to practice.
So take your blocks. They're going to be kind of positioned. One of them is going to be for the head, the other is going to be for the spine. You may want to do them both like so or like so. It doesn't really matter. It's all about personal preference here. I like to do the second level up instead of the lowest level, but that's just because I have a very open spine and I like to open it up even more. So just positioning them in a way that you're lifting the rib cage with the lower block. So make sure it's not going into the lower back. It's just going into just below those shoulder blades there to lift the chest. And then the other block is just for supporting your head. So as you come down onto these blocks, you should feel supported and comfortable. You can extend those legs out nice and long, allow your feet to fall open, arms alongside the body, palms facing up. And just begin now to settle in. Notice the weight of your body over the blocks. Notice your breath kind of helping to soothe and relax you here in this pose. Let go of your day. You got a big day ahead of you. Let go of it for a moment here. Let's stay present. Yoga is all about being present with yourself. So just focus on the sensations. Focus on the breath. We'll start to work on our ujjayi breath. So there's a little restriction in the back of the throat and we're breathing in and out through the nose to make an audible sounding breath. Every inhale, fill the lungs, create an expansion in the chest, the ribs, and the belly. As you exhale, control the breath on the way out. Try to make that exhale just as long as the inhale, or maybe even longer. Every inhale, the body's going to resist gravity. You're going to expand into the rib cage. As you exhale, gravity takes over. Allow yourself to be heavy. 2 more nice, big, full, complete breaths here. And start to move the fingers and toes, bringing a little bit of movement back into the body. If we had longer than 15 minutes, I'd be staying here a little longer, but I'd like to get us going. So engage your core here, and then send your feet to the floor with your knees pointing up. Extend your right arm out to the side, and begin to slowly and with control roll off of your blocks onto your right side. Use your left hand to reach behind you and remove the blocks. Coming back onto your spine on your mat. From here, we'll hug our knees in toward our chest and just go a little side to side, massaging the lower back, maybe even moving the legs a little bit to open up the hips. Just open and close. Maybe hugging the knees out toward the armpits now, keeping those legs nice and wide. Glue your lower back down toward the floor. Intend that tailbone down. Really breathe here. Feel free to stay or take it into your happy baby pose, grabbing the outside edges of the feet or peace sign fingers to the big toes. Maybe finding a little bit of movement. Waking up those hips. All right, let's find our core, guys. So you can do this by making a little triangular shape with the hands and lifting your seat up. So I'm going to press into the floor, lift my seat up, and prop up my tailbone with my hands. My palms are face down on the floor, forearms are down on the floor, legs are going to come up to the sky. If you don't need this extra lift or support, your hands can just be alongside the body. Pull the belly button into the spine like you're driving it past the spine into the floor to really ground your lower back. Activate your feet, curl the toes in towards your face. Start to lower your left leg toward a hover. And then we switch. Right leg comes down, left leg comes up. And switch. Switch. Keep that core turned on. We're trying to move our legs simultaneously here. Should feel that core working. Waking up. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hug those knees into the chest. And again, finding the floor with your spine. Legs are 90 degrees here. Fingertips just behind the ears to support the head and neck. We don't want to be curling your chin in, so think about lifting the chest up and not your head, okay? We're going to inhale, lift up, and extend your left leg out, left elbow to right knee. So it's like a bicycle crunch. And then we switch. Go slow. Switch. Switch. I want you controlling these movements. I don't want you flailing everywhere. Keep it moving. Is your core awake yet? Mine's starting to wake up now. Keep it rolling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Hug those knees in. We'll cross at the ankles, grabbing underneath those knees, rock and roll. Rock and roll, because it's so much fun. Wake up the spine, come to table. Cat and cow. So we want our shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, arms are straight. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, intend the back of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, tuck into the chin, tuck the hips. Arms are going to remain straight here. So we're just moving our spine through two opposing directions. Every time we inhale is when we look up. Every time we exhale is when we coil in. So every time you exhale, that is your cat stretch. Inhale to cow. Come back to your neutral spine now. Spreading your fingers on the mat. Tuck your toes, hips press up and back, downward facing dog. Try to find stillness as you arrive. Just notice the body in the pose. It's your first one of the day. Shoulders are pressing away from wrists, belly button pulled into the spine, tailbone tilted up. Now begin to walk it out. Left heel to the floor, bend into the right knee, and we switch. You might get some cracking. I always get cracking. But once you get cracking, then the cracking stops. Okay, send both heels toward the floor. Press yourself up and back into that full expression of downward dog. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Bend into your knees, look between your hands. Step to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into your knees to root your heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up, rise up. And exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to get moving into our sun salutations now after I tie up my hair, because I just for some reason didn't do that today. So standing at the top of the mat, hands are in prayer pose. Take a moment here to set an intention for your practice. It doesn't matter what your intention is. All that matters is that you have a purpose for why you're on your mat. Whether it be to be in good shape, to be stress-free, maybe you just want to have a mantra to go on with your day like breathe or strong, whatever it is, have something. Feet are hip width apart, hands are in prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lead with the heart, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold to the floor. Root your heels. Inhale, rise. Sweep those arms up. And exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, fold forward. Send that tailbone back as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Come on up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time plant your hands and step back into plank on your inhale. Maybe you're going to drop down onto your knees here. Just keep those shoulders over the wrists. Press away from the floor. Pull your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands to activate your core. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower all the way down. Tops of the feet to the floor, shoulders are back. Inhale, cobra pose, lift up. And exhale, down to the floor. And again, inhale, cobra pose, wave that body up. Keep those elbows tucked in. And exhale, wave it down. One more time. Inhale, cobra pose, lifting up. And exhale it down. Inhale, table. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel free to find any movement that you feel you need, maybe side stretches or knee bends, or maybe you're going to stay perfectly still. That's the beauty of yoga. It's your practice. Change it or modify as you need. Bend into your knees, look between your hands, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose, shifting forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe this time you're coming into your low push-up. This is a hard pose, don't start here. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. So that low push-up, that is something that you want to practice doing on your knees before you transition to doing it through a plank. Some of us are there, some of us aren't. That's the beauty of yoga, as I said, modify your practice. Looking forward, bend into those knees, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. We'll come through one more sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, down, plant the hands. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, round forward, knee to nose. Step your right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sink into it. Pull that left hip forward, right hip back. Shine your palms toward one another. Gaze is up. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, bring your hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull the hands away. Exhale, humbled warrior. Lead with the heart, hinge and fold down the center line. Try not to let your right hip sway out to the side to make space for you. You want to try and keep those shoulders square with the front of the mat so you're not turning to the side. Crown of the head is just going to hang heavy here, and you're just trying to work your hands away from your tailbone. Don't worry about how far away it is. That's not the point. On your next exhale, start to lower your hands towards your tailbone. Release that bind. Inhale, back up into your warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Maybe adjusting your back foot a little bit just to make sure that it's lined up with the back of the mat. You feel stable. Gaze is going to come over those front fingertips. Now bend into your right elbow. Right elbow to right knee, sweep that left arm up and overhead. Palm shines toward the floor. Gaze up towards that left palm. Extended side angle. Make sure you're lifting from both the left and right side of your waist. Now straighten the left arm and straighten the right leg. You can bring your right hand to your shin for support. This is triangle pose. Lift those kneecaps. Try to find length into your spine here. So we're pulling the crown of the head away from the tailbone, gazing up towards that left thumb. Or maybe you're pressing the back of the right hand into the shin for a little bit more core here. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bend into that right knee. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Warrior one on the other side. Inhale to rise up. And exhale to sink into it. Find your breath here. Really press into the baby toe edge of that right foot to ground yourself. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arms are going to come behind you. Interlace your fingers, maybe the awkward grip this time. Inhale, pull the hands away. Exhale, humble warrior. Fold. Just allow the crown of the head to be heavy here. On your next exhale, start to lower your hands towards your lower back. Release the bind. Inhale, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Always finding that breath as you arrive. Coming into our extended side angle, bending into that left elbow, sweep your right arm up and over. Left arm comes down. Gazing up. Find a stretch on the entire right side of the body. Coming into our triangle pose, inhale the right arm up, straighten the left leg, maybe holding onto that leg for support, maybe a block under the left hand, or press the back of that left hand into the shin to help twist you open. Lift up those kneecaps, lengthen the spine. One more big breath. As you exhale, look down, bend into that left knee, windmill your hands down to the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Drop down onto your knees. Take them nice and wide. Tops of the feet to the floor. Send your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. This is your opportunity now to start to slow down that heart rate with your breath. Nice full, complete inhale. Slow, controlled exhale. Now start to walk your hands in towards your knees. And on your inhale, press yourself up. Coming into a cross-legged seat facing the front of your mat. Or just a comfortable seat, whatever feels great for you. And sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Pretend there's a string pulling the top of the head up so your spine is super long. Bring your hands to heart center. Quickly remind yourself of what your intention was for your practice. And we will close our practice here, as always, with gratitude. Namaste.
Want to feel sane, focused, and energized every day? Head over to maniticyogachick.com now and join the 7-day Wake Up Yoga Challenge today.